Hi everyone, very good morning. I am Dr. Raju from Varun Health Centers. I am currently working as Vice President for Varun Health Centers, a part of Vallurpalli Keshava Navaratna Foundation, which is from Varun Group. Now basically before I start on our journey in Varun Health Centers, I would like to briefly explain about the Varun Group. As we all know, Varun Group is one of the largest business conglomerate in India, basically dealing as automobile dealer in different brands and different OEM companies. Varun Group, you all know that is number one automobile dealer in India. Chairman of the Varun Group, Mr. Prabhu Kishore sir, is a visionary. And a part of that visionary and as a part of his vision to help the poor is where the seed of Varun Health Center has been sown. Now coming to Varun Health Center, way back in 2010, because of some personal interaction with poor people, Chairman Mr. Prabhu Kishore sir have met different people of different backgrounds, different categories, where they could express how much they are suffering, especially in healthcare. So based on his thoughts that he should be able to do something for the poor is where the concept of Vallurpalli Keshava Navaratna Foundation, in short we call it as VKNF, started in 2010. Now with that keeping in mind and his vision to help the poor, especially in the healthcare, he established the Varun Health Centers under the foundation, Vallurpalli Keshar Navaratna Foundation, in September 22nd on 2010. From then on, we started expanding our Varun Health Centers one after the other in places and locations where there is a necessity of providing affordable health care for the poor people. Our Varun Health Centers go with the caption, "Poor are VIPs here," which means that irrespective of caste, creed, financial status, or any category of the people, we treat each and every patient that enters into Varun Health Centers as a VIP. So we call it as poor are VIPs here. Now coming to what we actually do in Varun Health Centers and what is the necessity of starting Varun Health Centers as a part of CSR activity in Varun Group. We all know that India is a very vast country and we have got big challenges, very huge challenges to go. No doubt that there's so much of changes have to be taken in the systems within our country. But we cannot wait for certain great things to happen. So whatever we can provide in the vicinity of our closed communities and do our the best to give back to the community is what Mr. Prabhu Kishore sir's vision. So on that concept of that he could provide a little health care, affordable, economical to the poor people, that is where the Varun Health Center started. So from 2010, the first Varun Health Center was established at VIP Road Health Center, Visakhapatnam in 2010. And then 2013, we started with Gajuaka. So on. So till now, we have about 8 health centers. Now the specialty of these Varun Health Centers is people who step into Varun Health Centers can utilize 3 important services. Number 1 is the outpatient doctor consultations, where we have specialties like general medicine, pediatrics, orthopedics, gynecology, diabetic specialists, urology, cardiology, etc. And we are also trying to upgrade into super specialty clinics very soon across our Varun Health Centers, especially in the fields of neurology and andrology. So with that, when the patient comes to outpatient clinic, the beauty of Varun Health Center doctor consultations is that we only charge rupees 30 for irrespective of any consultation that the patient would like to meet the doctor. There is no prior appointment required. People can just walk in any time of the day between 7 to 7, from 7 a.m. to 7 p.m., where our outpatient clinics which start around 9 a.m. The doctors are available from 9 a.m. till 7 p.m. according to their respective timings. So with that 30 rupees, they can be able to get a good quality medical check from their specialist consultations. Now, once they finish the outpatient consultations, they're directed to the clinical lab, which is a fully equipped clinical laboratory where we do blood tests involving hematology, cytology, clinical chemistry, hormonal immunoassays, etc. So even those laboratory tests that we do to the patients, in comparison with other diagnostic labs outside, they would save about 70% of the total cost, which means that if the same test they have to do it to other diagnostic lab, that would cost, for example, at 100, we would charge them only 30 rupees. So these are the ways that patients who come to Varun Health Centers are able to save a lot of money. So with that comes a happy smile for them, because as per the statistical data of Indian population, 30% of their monthly income usually goes for medicines. So if we can actually save that amount to them, obviously you can see smiles on them. That gives a very more happiness among these people. The third important services that we provide at Varun Health Centers is Jivandhara pharmacies, where we mainly concentrate on the generic versions of the medicines. Not that we don't put branded medicines, but we also give some kind of, depending on the doctor's requirement, we also go for some kind of branded medicines. But these generic medicines, as we all know, have the same effect as the branded medicines. There is no difference. But the beauty of Jivandhara pharmacies across Varun Health Centers is that we provide medicines at affordable cost of 80% subsidized rate. If the MRP is about 100, we only charge them 20 rupees. So that is a real good beneficiary for the people who use our pharmacy services. Now altogether we have 8 health centers ranging from Srikakulam, Bhimili, Narsipatnam, Vishakhapatnam, Gajuvaka, Vijayawada, Nidumolu and Chodavaram. So altogether, in a day, these 8 health centers are able to provide these affordable healthcare services to approximately 1800 people per day. Which means if you are able to calculate, that would come across 6.5 lakh people per year. So using our services, all the 6.5 lakh people are able to save about 25 crore rupees for them, because we give them a subsidized, affordable, economical healthcare services in terms of 30 rupees of outpatient consultations, 70% of the lab diagnostics, 80% subsidized rates of generic medicines in the form of Jivandhara pharmacies. They're able to save 25 crores per year. So in all these 14 years, in total we could serve about 45 lakh 35,000 people, and the total amount of money saved by the poor people in the last 14 years is about 225 crores. So this is an extraordinary noble cause that Prabhu Kishore sir has started. Started as a small seed in Vishakhapatnam on September 22nd, 2010. It has really grown to personify itself into different locations across the Andhra Pradesh. Now our future plans also includes to establish our Varun Health Centers in Telangana, in Hyderabad, where we have a good base of employment of Varun Group, in Bangalore, Kakinada, Vijayanagaram, etc. And we are also trying to establish additional Jivandhara pharmacies, locations where there is more of a rural setup, so that people could be able to affordable to buy their medicines at 80% subsidized rates. So these are our future plans, and in future we are able to extend all other services to various categories of healthcare as well. So apart from Varun Health Centers, we also do some kind of a CSR activity where we are able to provide a good amount of money for people who cannot afford to go for surgeries, or people who do not have the surgeries or any kind of intervention not being considered under government schemes like Arogyasri, ESI, or even personal insurance, etc. So we're able to sponsor them about 70% of the total cost, especially for our employees and dependents. So that is a very beautiful CSR initiative that we started in February 2023. As of now, we provided approximately 60 lakh rupees to about 40 people who would cannot afford to go for some healthcare interventions. So this is apart from CSR, we also provide food to the Ramakrishna Mission Bell's Policy students on a weekly basis as a part of CSR activity. And we also provide educational scholarships to our employee kids and outsiders who could excel in their education and have some restriction financially so that they could not go forward. So in such circumstances also, we are able to provide a good scholarship amount to them for them to succeed and settle in their life. Now this is the beauty of the Vallurpalli Keshavaram Navaratnam, in short VKNF Foundation, and its services from Varun Group. Thanks to Prabhu Kishore sir and Managing Director Varun Dev sir and their family members for giving us this opportunity for a lot of about 135 staff working across the foundation in the Andhra Pradesh state, for giving us the opportunity to serve the poor, right? And at the same time, we also would like to extend our heartfelt thanks to Eureka, run by Reshma Jain, Reshma Jain. Okay. Thanks to, finally, we would like to thank Eureka by Reshma Jain, who actually had taken her time to get all these details of Vallurpalli Keshav Navaratna Foundation and Varun Health Centers to put it to the community, so that that will be very useful for people who have seen this video to use our services across the locations that I have just told, so that they would benefit and live happily with our services that we could provide through VKNF. Thank you so much, and please do visit Varun Health Centers whenever you have time. Experience yourself what services we provide, and then you will definitely love our services and you be a part of our mission and vision for the future years. Thank you so much.
నవరత్నం కేసరావు చారిటబుల్ ట్రస్ట్కి వచ్చామండి. మాలాంటి మధ్యతరగతి కుటుంబకి పేదలకి చాలా సహాయం చేస్తున్నారు. ముఖ్యంగా కావాల్సిన ఆరోగ్యమే. ఆ ఆరోగ్యం లేకపోతే ఉన్నా కూడా ఎందుకో పనికిరాము. కనుక మాకు నీడనిచ్చి ఆరోగ్యాన్ని ఇచ్చి తక్కువ ఖరీదులతో ఎక్కువ ఇచ్చి వైద్యం చేసి మాకు చాలా ఇది చేస్తున్నారు. కనుక ఆ చారిటబుల్ ట్రస్ట్ ఎలకాలం మాలాంటి వాళ్ళందరికీ కూడా నీడనిచ్చి ఆరోగ్యం చూడడానికి భగవంతుని ప్రార్థిస్తున్నామండి. చాలా బాగా చూస్తున్నారు, వైద్యం అది బాగా చూస్తున్నారు. అక్కడ వాళ్ళందరూ కూడా అందరికీ బాగా సహకరిస్తున్నారు. చిన్న పెద్ద అని లేకుండా అందరికీ సహకరించి ఆరోగ్యం కోసం చాలా తాపత్రపడుతున్నారు. మాకు చాలా సంతోషంగా ఉందండి. పెద్ద పెద్ద హాస్పిటల్కి వెళ్ళాలి ట్రీట్మెంట్, ఈ హాస్పిటల్లో బాగా చేస్తున్నారు. డబ్బులు తక్కువ ఖర్చుతోటి ఫ్రీగాను కూడా చేస్తున్నారు. మాకు చాలా ఆనందంగా ఉంది. ఇలాంటివి ఎన్నో చేయాలని చెప్పి మేము కోరుకుంటున్నాం. చాలా చోట్ల కూడా పెట్టి ప్రజలకి సహకారం చేయాలని కోరుకుంటున్నాం.
వరుణ్ సెంటర్ వాళ్ళు బాగా చూస్తున్నారండి. డాక్టర్లు కూడా ట్రీట్మెంట్ బాగుంది, చాలా బాగా చేస్తున్నారు. ఎవరు ఇబ్బంది అయితే పెట్టట్లేదు, చాలా బాగా చూస్తున్నారు. సిస్టర్స్ కూడా బాగా ఇసుకుపడకుండా అందరూ బాగా చేస్తున్నారు. అందరూ సర్వీస్ బాగుందండి. టాబ్లెట్లు కూడా చాలా తక్కువకే వస్తున్నాయి మాకు, అది కూడా ఒక సేఫ్ అయిందండి. పని చేసుకున్న వాళ్ళం కదా, కొంచెం కష్టపడిన వాళ్ళం కాబట్టి ఇంటి పెట్టుకోలేక ఇక్కడికి వస్తున్నాము. కానీ చాలా బాగా ట్రీట్మెంట్ చేస్తున్నారు డాక్టర్లు కానీ సిస్టర్స్ కానీ. మందులు కూడా చాలా తక్కువకే వస్తున్నాయండి. అది మాకు ఒక బెనిఫిట్ అయింది, ప్లస్ మాకు అయిందండి. ఎక్కడో బయటకు వెళ్ళి ప్రైవేట్కి వెళ్ళి బోల్ డబ్బులు ఖర్చు పెట్టి ఇచ్చేసి కన్నా ఇక్కడ చేసిన ట్రీట్మెంట్ కానీ సిస్టర్స్ పద్ధతులు కానీ అన్ని బాగున్నాయండి. మందుల విధానం కానీ ఏవి ఇబ్బంది పెట్టకుండా మమ్మల్ని ఇబ్బంది వాళ్ళు ఇష్టపడకుండా బాగా చూస్తున్నారండి. వాళ్ళు కూడా ఇష్టపడట్లేదు, చాలా అన్ని జాగ్రత్తగా చెప్తున్నారు, అన్ని జాగ్రత్తగా చూస్తున్నారు.
వరుణ్ హెల్త్ సెంటర్కి నేను మా మిస్సెస్ ఇద్దరు వచ్చామండి. ఇది సర్వీస్ చాలా బాగుంది అండ్ రేట్లు కూడా చాలా అందుబాటులో ఉన్నాయి. చాలా మంచి రిసీవింగ్ మాత్రం చాలా బాగుంది. నెక్స్ట్ వాళ్ళ రెస్పాన్స్ కూడా చాలా బాగుంది. టెక్నీషియన్స్ కూడా బాగా ఎక్స్ప్లెయిన్ చేస్తున్నారు. నెక్స్ట్ రేట్ల పరంగా కూడా చాలా బాగుందండి. మాకు మిడిల్ అంటే మా పేదవాళ్ళకి మాత్రం చాలా బాగుందండి, ఇబ్బంది లేకుండా చాలా బాగుంది.